If the sanctions that are imposed, that it's imposed on the country, but they are imposing sanctions because of the government's policy. And if the people of the country had been told that sanctions are being imposed because of the government's policy, wouldn't that have resulted in the people uprising, that they will react towards the government? Couldn't that be the reason for the Western sanctions, that they want the people to go against the government?
Well, I think that might be one of the reasons. That's what I think. But whether that is the reason or not, it will end up with heavy pressure on the people. So we are suffering because of this sanctions imposed by the West. And we feel inside that it will not conclude with what you mentioned in your question. So, because the government is very strong, people cannot make any changes, and at the point where West can come with a compromise with the government, people, human rights, I think, will be ignored.
Have you ever been in contact with the government in some ways? Have they threatened you in some ways?
Luckily not until today. Yes.
Today not, because you are quite outspoken, so I should think that the government probably don't like you very much.
Well, it depends, if we, because if I speak out publicly, in the media, yes, definitely they come after me, because people have been arrested for much less than this. So I think the government has no tolerance about all this.
What do you think a country like Norway could do to ease the situation?
I think in the maybe international community, they can play their role, like in the UN, maybe in the EU. But it seems like the West, is all united because they have one integrated policy which protects the interest of the Europe, interest of America, the United States, probably Israel, and I think they're united in some way. So Norway can play its role, but Norway cannot do anything alone.
Take a little. Yes, one thing that I'm often thinking about when it comes to Iran, it's a beautiful country. You have a beautiful countryside. You have it's a very historic place. It's a place where Christendom, religion plays a very interesting part, both for Christians, Muslims, and Jews as well. So it used to be a very secular country, but it's not anymore, I believe. Would you like Iran to become a secular country again?
Yeah, that's what we are looking for, yes.
But Jews, Christian and Muslim can live side by side?
Happily, yes, together.
Do you think the majority of the people wants that?
I think they do, yes. Maybe they haven't learned to have the tolerance to practice that, but they like that, yes.
Should the government do more in order to promote that kind of feeling among the people in general?
Even they're not doing that, but I think they must, yes.
In what way? In schools?
What we hear sometimes that is they're pressuring, other religions. Sometimes, it happens to Jews, it happens for Christians. Of course, still, Iran can be considered a secular country among the other Middle Eastern countries because still Jews have parliament members, Christians they have. So they are still living in Iran, in a free ways somehow. But I think the government should do more, and people has to learn more, how to live with other religions.
What you learn in school today about the Western world, is it being looked upon or being presented as a devil?
Well, the time I did my schooling, I think it was nothing negative about the West, not the way it is today. But I think the propagandas today is more negative, but it hasn't been like this before. Even I did most of my study after the revolution.
Do you like President Ahmadinejad?
No, I don't.
The former president who was in the priesthood, what was his name again?
Mr. Khatami?
Khatami, yeah. He, I understand, was a very liberal and very popular leader.
Yes, that's right, he was. Yeah, he was more liberal, but we still have our criticism.
Yeah, and you have the Ayatollah, I believe that is, has the ultimate power, is that so?
Yes, Ayatollah Khamenei.
Yeah. And what do you think, if you look into the future, forget wars and other kind of destruction, do you see any future for Iran?
Yes, I think if there is no war in near future, I think Iran will have a positive future, because I think the foundation in Iran is stronger than most of other Middle Eastern countries. So if there's a free election, free society, I think Iran can grow very, very fast. And
have a different connection with the rest of the world. I believe that.
Yeah.
You want that.
Yes, that's right.
And do you think, as I asked you before about Norway's part in this? Could Norway play a more important part, do you think?
I think Europe is a very powerful, I would say, very strong power in the world. So if EU can get united and play its role, maybe beside America, beside China and Russia, I think it can change the world formulas today. So Norway is a part of it. I won't deny that every part can do its part, and it can be great. Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you.